Australians face a future of increasingly severe and frequent weather events driven by excessive greenhouse gas emissions. Over the past 20 years, the intensity of extreme rainfall has increased by 10%, while bushfire severity has more than doubled. The UN SDG Target 13.2 urges nations to integrate climate change measures into national policies and planning. Although Australia pledged to reduce emissions to 43% below 2005 levels by 2030, the presented graph clearly shows that we're not on track to meet this target. Therefore, it is critical that you, Chris, as the Federal Minister for Climate Change and Energy, to introduce additional emission reduction initiatives to ensure Australia realigns with its climate commitments. As of 2024, transport is Australia's second largest source of greenhouse gas emissions, accounting for 22% of the national total. This is mainly due to our slow uptake of electric vehicles, which comprise just 9.5% of new car sales and 1.5% of cars on Australian roads. Given that electric vehicles produce zero pipeline emissions, a nationwide transition to electric vehicles would significantly reduce emissions. As illustrated by the diagram on the left, there are concerns that electric vehicles may not result in net emission reductions due to the carbon footprint of battery productions and the indirect emissions from the electricity generation. However, this is unlikely to occur in Australia. As shown in the right-hand side diagram, with Australia's current electricity grid mix, electric vehicles produce 50% less carbon dioxide per kilometres than internal combustion engine vehicles. This is further illustrated in this graph. We can see that although petrol vehicles initially have lower manufacturing emissions, their overall emissions soon surpass those of electric vehicles due to inefficiency, with the break-even point occurring around 40,000 kilometers. Over the average vehicle lifespan of 180,000 kilometers, each electric vehicle reduces emissions by approximately 30 tons of carbon dioxide. Therefore, accelerating electric vehicle transition is essential to achieving Australia's emission targets. A 2023 survey by the Australian Renewable Energy Agency found the top reason of Australians' reluctance to purchase electric vehicles is limited charging infrastructure. As of mid-2024, Australia has 2,500 public EV charging stations, equivalent to one charger for every 110 car, which is well above the global average of 1 to 10. Therefore, as a good step to meet your responsibility as the Climate Change Minister, you should direct the department to install 20,000 DC fast charging stations on existing power poles across Australia by 2030. This brings Australia's charger-to-vehicle ratio in line with global standards, accelerate electric vehicle uptake and reducing transport emissions, ultimately helping the department to achieve the 2030 emission target.